you mentioned those three things before, right? And these are like the three things, I guess, in a very aggressive sense that I'm focusing on now with conservatives. Is that one is there was an insurrection led by Donald Trump is undeniable. We can go through the facts of all of this, and no reasonable mind can disagree here, and I will. And I've never had a person fight me strongly on this and disagree. The best you can do at the very end is say, okay, fine, it was an insurrection, but it was worthwhile. The second thing is. You need to contend with the fact that, and you need to at least be willing to admit that Donald Trump has historically escaped accountability in a way that no president ever has, ever. Right? He escaped impeachment in the Senate because Republicans falsely assumed that, oh, you can't impeach a guy who's not in office anymore. He escaped. The Supreme Court was willing to axe part of the 14th Amendment for him and say, well, we don't actually agree with this with Section 3 of the 14th Amendment, so we're just going to say that that doesn't apply anymore, right? They literally changed the amendment to make sure that he could still run and be listed on the ballot in Colorado. Now the Supreme Court has come out with an unbelievable immunity ruling for the President of the United States, saying that in certain areas the President is unimpeachable. I shouldn't say unimpeachable as a general noun. You can't be held criminally liable. You can't even take into account his motivations when considering criminal liability, and you can't even use these actions in the furtherance of other crimes. So it's like step after step after step, and he's pardoned like every single friend that he's had. Why would Donald Trump pardon Paul Manafort, right? I just want people to be able to verbalize that. Okay, fine, sure. Donald Trump has escaped a historic amount of accountability, probably more than any president ever has in the history of all of the United States. Two, and then the third one is people need to contend with the fact that, my God, every single possible red flag you could ever have with a person is here.